Oh wait, no, I did. Oh no, it's fine. I'll follow out.
Sit up. Listen to it.
You're a real life.
You're gonna love it.
You're a real life psycho.
Where you go?
You're a real life psychopath.
Is that even
That's a real life psychopath.
flagpole sit
So
Why must I be EAT?
this is episode 1 of our video podcast.
Each night I go chasing stars
Alright.
Let me see.
I think we're good. Holy shit!
I'm gonna send that.
Hold on.
I'm gonna send that.
Let's scooch over. Let's scooch. See.
Look at this comparison.
Wait, could that be our third member of our video podcast? It's just a photo of you.
4 members.
Okay. This is. Holy shit. No, you know what's just so funny is just she's so insane.
Slade?
Yeah. She's just a maniac. And that's what's really funny.
How I discovered I wasn't straight.
I hate all of.
I'm attracted to both men and
Come on.
women because
No.
I'm attracted to
Oh my god.
That's
Holy-
fine. There's nothing wrong with
Holy
being gay.
shit.
Why do you have to make a vlog about it?
Yeah, that's just. All right,
I
everybody.
guess it's a little
Hippoliteral.
hippoliteral.
Hey, everybody. So this is. I'm coming out to my best friend right now. So this is a live recording of it. Hey Nick.
I have 4? That's sick.
Hey Nick.
These are my only 4.
Hey Nick, how's it going?
I'm great.
I gotta tell you something. I like sodomy. I like mommy and me dom ass play. All right. Are you familiar with the term baby boy?
Term?
Yeah, baby boy, like in reference to like dom and sub,
Dom and sub.
like dominant submissive, BDSM.
Ah.
Yeah,
I know.
basically in a relationship, there are baby boys, there are baby girls, there are daddies and mommies. So, yeah. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. No,
got
it's
it.
no, it's reverse. No. Now that's gonna be they flip it, and it's
Oh, really?
yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
They don't do it on Snapchat.
Nope. This Band-Aid keeps falling off. Holy shit. No, yeah, I don't know. I think it's best to avoid people like anybody who has like any kind of like actual aggressive reaction to just normal daily conversation is probably someone that is
I think everyone's
best
awesome.
left to be put in the ground.
I think everyone is awesome, and you should be
That's
friends
not
with
true.
everyone.
That's really false.
I think you should be friends with everyone.
Do you actually believe that?
In a way.
No.
Kind of.
I don't think that's true at all.
That's not fair.
How?
What if I judge you for being a retard when you were in those classes?
That's not what I'm talking about.
And then I just left you to go. What if I just judge Katie? But really, she's the next top 10 model for Marvel.
That's not what I'm talking about, though.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about people that are toxic and that need
You were toxic for a while.
to be removed. Yeah, and I removed myself, and I've been removed.
It's true, you were removed.
Yeah.
I remember that.
When you're a toxic like piece of shit, you're out of the social equation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And to support people that are just like complete nonsense and saying that, justifying it with that they're quirky or different is overall destructive. I feel like for you and for the world as like a whole. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like not just people who are in dumb classes. That's fine. But people it goes back to the whole eating McDonald's thing.
No longer invited.
Wait, can we call Connor?
No, he's in a class.
But I want him on the podcast.
I'll go to Snapchat.
Can you Snapchat with the video so you could show that we're doing a podcast? Okay.
Look at that one. Oh, that's Inception.
we're in a loop.
Now you take this
Hey,
picture.
I'm not drawing.
No.
I really don't want
Let me tap this.
Okay, fucking draw with this broken
Got it.
Band-Aid. I don't know how to draw Bart Simpson, man. Okay, thanks for ruining the setup.
Very sorry.
Look at how nasty that is, bro. Whoa. Do you have any Band-Aids on you? Because you're like retarded.
Not today. I usually do have Band-Aids.
No, you know, I'm just saying, like, just don't involve yourself with nonsense providers.
I can't wait to get out of here. I really can't. I can't
I
be
know.
here anymore. I really can't be here anymore.
It's hell. This
Actual hell.
This is planet hell.
I just don't understand
How
it.
the fuck do you draw Bart Simpson, man? Bart Simpson shit's a little...
But also, I see my ex-girlfriend and the boyfriend that everyone wants every day now. I see them every day. Today I turned around to go to
Like-
my class, and they were this length for me, both of them.
Again, that
talking. I was
goes,
like,
that
fuck
just, I think that just goes back to what I was discussing with the, like professional high schooler thing, you know?
Yeah.
Like that kid is like a really, he's like, that whole group, except Dan, they're all, like professional high schoolers, you know? Like they know what's up. They know what's best. You wanna know how you can tell that they're good at high school is because they don't even have to think about it. Like it's so natural to them to just be like social retards that like you know, like drink a lot.
I don't think it's like a crime to
I don't think it's
people to like you in high school.
I don't think it's a crime, but I think if you're doing really well in high school, it probably means you're doing something wrong. That's
I don't
like,
think that at all.
listen.
Don't think
what,
that for
hey,
one
hey,
second.
what if you walked around and said, I'm the smartest kindergartner. I'm the best kindergartner. Think about that. Do you see where I'm linking this?
No.
I'm the best kindergartner. That's what being good in high school is. Kindergarten. It's the same thing. There's no difference between high school and
No
kindergarten.
one walks around and says, I'm the best high schooler.
No, they don't walk around, but that's what's you know, it is like that. Yeah. So,
This
well,
guy's the best high. You just walked in. Not you.
Uh-huh.
This guy, you see
No.
the guy, you just walked in.
No. But listen, that's what I'm saying is, all right, don't. All right. Okay.
What?
I'm just saying, like, you don't get what I'm saying at all.
No, I understand your viewpoint. It just comes off very cynical, and because people don't like us in high school, those guys are losers. You know what I mean?
The people. No, I mean they're not losers. They're just not. I just don't. I think they're playing a fruitless game, though. You know what I mean? Like they're fine. They're winning at what they're doing, and it might. I don't know.
I
It's
hate
not,
this
it's not-
so much.
Yeah, I know. It's not gonna help them for the future. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because as soon as they go to college, they're gonna I don't know. To me, this is just a big daycare center. Like we're like this is part of the breeding adult baby things. Like I feel like if you're really good at high school, if you're really good at that social game, you're probably gonna be someone who like really loves like TV and like wine and McDonald's again, like with that shit. That's part of like the equation, you know?
Why do you keep going back to McDonald's more?
Because it's
What's in your mind?
to
Is your
me-
mom?
No, to
Does your
me.
mom drink wine?
To me, yeah. My whole family loves
your
wine.
family?
My whole family loves
You
wine
keep going back to the McDonald's thing too.
because
Who hurt you that likes McDonald's?
McDonald's is.
Who
like,
is it?
It's no one in particular. It's just actually no one in my family eats McDonald's because they're smart.
Someone you don't like eats McDonald's.
Every person I've ever met that I don't like eats McDonald's.
You don't like your family.
Yeah. Well, okay. I guess they don't eat McDonald's because they're smarter than that. They didn't fall into the trap of that, but they've fallen into a lot of other traps.
Just a quick meal.
No, it's not just a quick meal.
It
It's
is just a quick
No,
meal.
it's not a meal. It's like medication. Like McDonald's is like medicine for like stupid people to like keep them in line. I completely agree.
Personally,
Yeah.
I just think it's a quick meal.
You've been brainwashed.
I'm not brainwashed. I know it's
Absolutely.
disgusting. You ever watch those videos?
Yeah.
How they like chop the chickens up and shit?
Yeah.
Oh, it's gross. It's not even chicken anymore.
It's not. No, you'd be
But if someone's
complete-
like, I've never pulled into a McDonald's alone to get something. But if someone says to me, "Want to go to McDonald's?" I don't care. I'll go. I got the smoothie.
I
Get the
will
straw
att-
nana.
I will attend.
Pineapple mango smoothie.
I will attend a McDonald's
That's a
trip,
good one.
but I'm well aware that it is
I can't use
it's
sharp.
medicine for dumb people. You know, I think it helps like satiate like a nerve or something, like a brain stem. You know what I mean?
Why
It's
not
like there's like an immediate feeling of like, okay, think about it, right? So
Okay.
like eating McDonald's, it's a quick meal and stuff like that. It's basically instant gratification. It's sort of like microdosing with drugs. If
I don't
you've
think
heard of that.
So you're
I
talking
think
about
it's
like
exactly like that.
how you're kind of relating it to your work and how you put in a lot of work for the future.
I'm saying in life. I'm talking about life. I'm talking about like
I don't think people think about it that much. It's just like
they don't think about it because they've been brainwashed. Yes, absolutely. That's what I'm saying.
How is it brainwashed?
It's because there's a general consensus that it's not harmful or that it's
everyone
just
knows it's
fine,
harmful. I don't give a shit.
or that it's just fine. You know what I mean? Here's how you know you've
We're
been
going to a
brain-
party on Saturday, and you're gonna drink at it.
Yeah.
So that's
I
the
don't
same
know.
thing.
That is destructive
It's the
behavior.
same thing.
It's absolutely destructive behavior.
McDonald's tastes good, you eat that.
Yeah.
But it's bad.
Yeah.
The drinking makes you forget.
It's completely
Your family.
destructive. Yeah, it's completely destructive.
So it's the same thing.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
Not much.
So have you been brainwashed?
I've definitely been attempting to rejoin the social world, and part of that is allowing myself to be brainwashed into thinking that drinking is an interesting thing. But I really am adverse to it, and I don't do it frequently. I only do it just enough and frequently enough to where I can have a fun time. But ultimately, I always feel horrible for days after. I'm talking like, drinking for one night will ruin an entire week of mine.
Really?
Completely. It absolutely destroys my whole life when I engage in that
Do you
type
drink
of
water?
Yeah, it's not about like a physical. It's a physical sickness, but it's also just like a mental breaking because I don't believe in doing stuff like that. That is like overall harmful.
Maybe you don't believe in it. You do it.
Yeah, I know. And then when I break my belief of that, it sucks and it ruins my life.
When have you stuck to that belief? I don't think I've ever been to that party with you where you didn't drink.
Well, yeah, but how many parties have I been to?
I've been to the same amount that I've been to. It's like one every month.
Yeah, but no, the last time I drank it was with Sam's, and then what?
Yeah, that was like a month ago.
And then before that, what? Nothing. Long
Keith's.
time. Keith's? Yeah, that was a long time before that too. Those
Sure.
were months. Yeah.
You didn't go
And then
to-
before Keith's, when? Literally like the summer.
You didn't go to Laura's.
No. Yeah, before Keith's, it was like the summer. It was like half a year, because I don't engage in harmful bad things. But yeah, I think McDonald's though is part of the instant gratification, dopamine rush, like society, of like clicking things on your phone, you know, and like wanting to, like a desire to always feel good all the
I'll
time.
give you that. I have an addiction to the phone.
I think that it's more likely than not that if you ask most people what they'd rather have in life, like a really meaningful, purposeful life, or to feel consistently happy forever, they would go with that.
I think if you ask someone,
yeah.
they would probably say the purpose one.
No, I don't
To
think
give because they think that's what they want to work toward. But if you were to ask someone as like a deity and say that, they'd probably choose one. But
I'm
if
talking
someone
about
had the
I'm talking
choice,
about like a
in,
survey.
A survey.
Like if I went up to a random person right now and just said, "Hey, would you rather live a purposeful life or like a consistently purposeful life or a consistently happy life?" And I think they would choose happy. Because
Why can't you be happy? What's wrong with that?
I'm talking about consistently happy. I'm talking about
Why are
a
you
never.
not allowed to be consistently happy?
I'm talking about like a never-ending cycle of like living in a chamber that just supplies you with like I'm talking like Matrix stuff right now. You know what I mean? Like I think there are people that would opt to place themselves in a tube filled with water that like gives them like rushes of dopamine and like nurturing thoughts and feelings.
You're right.
Yeah, people,
What are you trying to
people
prove?
do that. That's really destructive because what does that do? It's completely selfish and doesn't help society or yourself even.
You're just drawing. How
Well,
are you helping society?
What do you mean?
You're just animating.
I'm part of.
You're just a faggot.
I'm part of the world.
You're just a pussy.
I'm an active
bitch.
That's true. Artists are pretty selfish. But you know what? I mean, we do provide. You know, someone did fan art. Of me.
Really?
Yeah, someone did fan art
That's
yesterday.
good.
I know, it was pretty cool. I
That's
can't
awesome.
draw.
Was it good though?
It was fine.
It wasn't good.
No, it wasn't really that good, but it was cute though.
It's cute. I remember when you got fan mail for Golden Magic card.
Yeah.
Is that still? Did you take all those down?
I didn't take him down, but I think Ryan took him down. This is bad, this fucking bandit. I really am like upset. I can't draw today. Well, that's fine.
I'm done with this fucking bullshit.
What's our podcast called?
Every 15 minutes.
Every 15 minutes. Yeah, we just hit the 60-minute mark, so that means someone's dead. Hurrah! Hurrah!
Means a teenager died.
A teenager died.
Driving.
You know that's not actually the statistic.
It's not?
No, they told us that. Like, this is how they. Okay, so because I was like a part of it or whatever.
What's the statistic?
They bring us in the auditorium. They go, all right, Shivas. He's like, here's a little history lesson on every 15 minutes. So the every 15 minutes program was created and designed to assist teenagers with drunk driving accidents and bring awareness to it. Now, at the time, the statistic was every 15 minutes, but now it's more like every hour. Or like
Really?
every like 4 hours or something.
Really?
Like it's totally. And then he came up with the bullshit too. So like, I guess our program worked. I guess the every 15 minutes program worked out. It's like, no, your bullshit like war on drugs equivalent of fixing drunk driving did not help. Because the war on drugs was a complete failure.
What's that? There's a special. Did you ever watch the special with the two black twins? What are their names?
Urkel and Burkle. Zach and Cody.
It's not who I was talking about. I
Zach
forget
and
their
Cody
names.
and
I forget their
two
names. It might have been like
black
the Lucas brothers.
Okay.
But it was two black guys who did a special together. They're twins, and they
They
started
just-
off with like,
Are they the Lucas brother comedians?
yes,
I hate those guys.
fuck you, Richard Nixon. I think that was the start. I really forget if it was good or not. Don't remember.
No, they're not good. I'll fill you in.
I watched,
They
it,
weren't
I
good.
watched it a long time ago.
I'll fill you in. They weren't.
But they were on Mark Maron's What the Fuck.
Yeah, so it was like fucking.
When I got on Mark Maron's What the Fuck,
Yeah, when you get on
I'd
that
be like,
podcast.
Mark, you're too old for this, bud. And he'd be like, I'm 19.
Yeah.
And I'll say, good for you.
Hear that, Mark Maron? You're coming with us.
I like Mark.
Coming with us.
You think Glow? Do you watch Glow?
I watched like the first episode. I dig it. I dug it.
Dug it.
Dug it.
I dug Glow. Mark's like,
I think there's like Band-Aid juice on my canvas now. That's disgusting.
you should watch the whole thing. There's a
Holy
twist.
shit. Yeah, it's not wrestling after all.
It's actually Glory's Women of
Golfing. Glog. That's a show I want to see. That's our podcast, Glog. Probably call this the Bubble Butt Cur podcast or something. I don't know.
You are that not creative.
I don't know, man. But no, yeah, get rid of as many Katie Slades in your life. Never have one of those around.
Is that why we did this? So you can trash Slate?
No, but we're over here so we could escape her. Because she sucks.
I thought we were over here to do a podcast.
That too.
I don't have a problem with her.
How? She's completely toxic.
Everyone's toxic
No.
at this age.
Not everyone. They're good.
Most.
They're good people, I think.
How come when I say there's bad people, you like fight for the people? And then when I say there are good people, you tell me everyone's bad.
I didn't say I never said that
Yesterday we
everyone's
walked through the
bad.
hallway and you were like, look at everyone here. We walked through the hallway and you said, watch everyone move. They're
Uh-huh.
all growing up to drink wine on the couch and go to McDonald's.
Yeah.
You said that.
Yeah.
And then I was like, yeah, some of them are bad.
Yeah, I think most are bad. There's a minority of people that are good, I believe, or have the potential to be good.
I don't remember if it was a Louis bit that was real or just on the show. But he was like,
That's gross.
a white guy goes to like a Middle Eastern country and he's like, look at all the minorities. I'm the only majority here. I forget if that was real or just on the show, because it failed on the show.
It was funny. Hear that, Louis?
Too bad.
Hey, hear that, Louis? We think you're funny. Hey, he did nothing wrong, by the way. He did absolutely nothing wrong.
I don't think that's true.
How?
I think, here's the thing, I don't think you can take
How?
away the fact that he was funny. He was still funny.
No, he literally did
I can
nothing
watch his
wrong.
specials and I still
What did
laugh.
he do wrong?
What did he do wrong?
Yeah, what did he do wrong?
Not to say, he didn't, okay, to be fair, like Weinstein raped people. That was rape.
Yes.
To be fair, I don't think Louis did that.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, I know.
No, he
I don't
specifically
think he did
not.
anything of that damage, but it was still very odd. It was still very like that's not
That's
a
not
cool thing to do.
That's not career breaking.
It's not a cool thing.
Do you think that warrants his entire livelihood being destroyed and dismantled?
I mean,
From the roots up.
it's literally all about. It's all about what's going on. Seinfeld dated a 17-year-old girl.
It's completely horrible.
Seinfeld dated a 17-year-old girl during Seinfeld.
Okay.
I'm saying he would have been taken down, but
Yeah.
that wasn't what was going on then.
Yeah, it's complete nonsense.
If he was a communist, he would have been taken down.
I think
Back then,
that
he was a communist.
I think,
They did an episode on
and
that.
he probably should, if he was,
What?
a communist,
Probably should what?
have been taken down if he was a communist.
Why should he have been taken down?
Because communists are disgusting and bad people.
Are they?
Do you know what it's done?
I know what that communism's done.
Yeah. It's like saying,
But Elaine dated a communist. That's all I'm saying.
communism is like worse than Nazism.
I don't know if
That's absolutely true. They had multiple Holocausts that
Did
killed. Yeah, they killed millions, like
Oh.
infinitely more.
No.
Yeah. Look up anything. Look up the word gulag. Ask Connor what a gulag is. He'll he'll inform you. Holy shit. That's a funny thing to do. Ask Connor what a gulag is. Wow,
Why
this is
must
shit.
I be a teenager?
Listen, so- No, I think that's part of the evil society that we're in now. Is like that's part of it is the destruction of
I'm in love with you.
okay. I think the most destructive thing that's happening right now is all
I've
these
wanted to say it for a long
is
time.
the Me Too movement. Have you? That's the thing.
And
where
I've
people-
wanted to say it for a long time.
Have you heard that though? People are saying Me Too. It's me also.
Everybody
I'm-
told me you're out of my league,
I'm also getting
but
alleged.
I'm just gonna go for it.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go for it.
No, yeah, you shouldn't have your entire way that you make money uprooted because you wanted to have sex with a girl once. Uh-oh. We got a flirter on our hands. Look at how nasty that is. That's disgusting. All right, don't ever touch my head. Ever. You're so holy shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. You look like a Grinch in between. You look like if you watch go home and watch The Grinch. Hey you.
I don't see it.
Hey my little friend. Hey, go watch The Grinch, but like pause in like the middle of a movement. That's exactly what you look like. You look like such an insane retard freak.
I think I have character.
Oh my god. Yeah, real gumption on this one. Holy shit. You know Helena Troy? She like
I
brought-
think if we had an actual podcast that got popular,
yeah,
there would be like a lot of, because we're like
like a lot of Nick
really
fans.
opposite. No, a lot of Nick fans and a lot of Alex fans.
Yeah.
And it would turn us against each other.
Probably.
I think there'd be like a lot of people. There'd be like half and half.
Let's just sit here and close our eyes real quick and think about like if we're rich and famous. No. All right. Okay.
It got in your nose. Let me see it.
It's not.
It's gone.
It's gone. It didn't.
Wipe it. And
This-
there's still a little.
Oh, it's toxic.
It's not
Wow,
toxic.
it is toxic.
Wait, that's fine.
They're toxic.
I don't think so.
It usually says. Oh. Hey, wait. Let's review. I'm looking for where it says it's toxic, and I keep spinning it and feeling like a retard. Oh, can I tell you about the worst day ever, which
Wait.
was today?
Yeah. It's like a if.
I really hope the camera picked that up.
I
That
really
was
hope
funny.
that Sharpie marker is toxic. Is
They're absolutely toxic. You can get high from. You've
Sharpie
never done that. Hey,
marker.
you never done this?
you
never-
can't
ever-
smell.
It's not a smelling thing. It's a fumes thing.
While Sharpie markers
Me
are
and
AP
Tim-
certified non-toxic, we
Oh,
do
is
not
that what it
recommend
says?
using them on areas of items that come in contact with food or the mouth.
Either way, you can sniff these and fucking fumes go into your head and shit. They're fucked. Oh my god, my Bart looks retarded. He looks retarded.
That's actually good. That's like a great bar.
That's how I draw Bart, like his tiny ass feet. Bruh. Alright, well, we'll get back to that later. You've actually made better progress than me on
I
that.
don't.
You're gonna finish. I'm not gonna be able to finish.
It's just turning around. There's like nothing fun about this.
Yeah, it's miserable. Okay, so listen, I'm gonna tell you about the worst day ever, which was today. I was late to school because of this, and I was going to like actually murder someone. Out of context. I can't say that in school. Can't say I was actually going. Okay, that made it sound like I was on my way to school.
Why don't you
to
tell
do
me
a
what happened?
crime.
Why don't you tell me what happened?
Just a disclaimer. So, okay. No, were you on the road at all? Oh wait, no, it doesn't apply to you. But on the going to the, what is it? When you're on like the highway and so, and you go and there's that light that's so long, the one that takes forever by Burger King. There's two.
Yes.
There are two
Why
lights
do you
that
have to
never
pass that?
end. Because at my mom's house,
Can't you,
I can
don't you
feel
just cross to the
fucking
graveyard?
I can do that, but that takes longer sometimes. So what I'll do is I'll go down the highway, and then I'll go at the light.
You make
and
a right onto the highway?
Yeah. And then
Okay, so what happened? At this
I'm
light?
on there. Well, no. Normally I stay there. It takes forever, and then I make the left, and there's another light and whatever. But today, I'm driving up to it, and there's a big sign with an arrow pointing like this, like don't go this way.
So you had to
don't,
do a U-turn
don't.
instead?
No. It was like just stay in your lane. Don't go here. And I was like, that sucks, but I can understand if there's something going on. I can't really complain. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, you know, maybe I should have woke up earlier or something. Like I can't really blame the world for this. And then I drive past and I just see a bunch of cars there, and there's no construction, nothing. There's no reason for that sign to be there. I don't know what that sign was there for.
So did you take the next U-turn?
No, I did. I had to take the U-turn and go through the apartments and stuff, and then back out.
That sounds faster.
It wasn't. It wasn't. It was miserable. Oh, and on my way there, I saw a guy driving like a pool fixing van, and he looked like adult me, and it was really scary. He was in a disgusting van. It was filthy on the inside. I could see it. He was wearing a wife beater. He had my exact head shape and haircut,
Exact
but
head
with
shape.
like exact head shape and haircut with sunglasses and like a little bit of stubble. And he was like, sort of, and he was like freaking out in the car. He was going like, "Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun." I was just like, this is my future. This is my future.
That
right
can't be your future.
That's my best
Because I
case
know
scenario.
if you get there, you kill yourself.
here. Yeah, that's true.
Because you're at a good point right now and you still want to kill yourself.
Yeah.
You're doing more successful things than anyone in the building.
I know, and I'm miserable. Because
Miserable.
I'm like in love with that girl who's 1,000 miles away.
And where is she? New Mexico?
Albuquerque.
Albuquerque, New Mexico.
She's awesome.
Mark Maron. Let's bring Mark Maron back up.
I know.
You grew up there or lived there.
Hear that? We call that a callback. So
I
when are
don't
we
know.
doing stand up again?
Well, I broke my phone. But here's what I wanted to do with you. Do you want to go to like the Improv or the Comedy Cellar and ask about? Like, I would just ask, but do you want to go there instead of doing an open mic?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to go there and we can just watch them, and then maybe I'll ask about like an amateur night and get
Okay,
information
sure,
on that.
yeah.
But instead, we just go and see like real things.
Yeah. So
Soon.
just, yeah. You know what was funny? I've been thinking about this a lot. I don't know if we talked about this, but with the with open mic stuff, I
What's
realized.
up, Derek?
Yo, Derek, you're live on our video podcast that we're filming.
Oh, you got a podcast?
Get in this.
Oh,
Get it. This is our video podcast. What are you doing here, Derek?
Well, my friends, I am here because I am going to buy coffee because I'm tired as all hell.
There you go.
As you can hear, you know.
Were you screaming last night?
Probably. I'm not like completely
You a smoker, Derek?
completely sure.
Do you
Nah,
smoke a
sound
lot
like
of?
a
I
smoker.
actually quit nicotine. I'm proud of myself for that one.
Do you have tobacco?
Clap. I
don't
bought a
have
clap.
to- I don't
bought a
have-
Not you. We're clapping for you.
Oh.
I bought a pipe.
Sick tattoo.
You bought a pipe. That's awesome. Yeah, dude.
Sick
it needs
tattoo.
work.
Sick tattoo.
Mount.
Get that. Yeah, we got a
Oh.
mountaineer on our hands.
Oh yeah. So what you guys working on here?
These are our murals because our art teacher doesn't trust us to paint on the walls. So we have to
Oof.
draw these like cartoon characters and like paste them all over the school or something. It's gonna, you know, I don't know. It's kind of miserable.
That's a good way to describe it.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to hold you up from
Have a
getting
good
your
coffee.
delicious coffee.
course.
Enjoy.
Thank you for having me on your show, Jeff.
Of course.
Well-
Derek, everybody. That was a good interview. Our first guest. Okay. Our first guest. So, what were we talking about? Comedy. All right. We're gonna have to.
Derek.
All right. What I was saying though.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah.
Derek.
Derek. Right. No, with comedy though, with the open mic thing, that is interesting to me is basically I learned that there are not comedians, and good comedians, and there was not a single good comedian at the, like good comedians are the ones that actually are consistently paid and like famous, I feel, you know what I mean, or are really talented writers, like are genuinely incredible. Okay, that's to be a good comedian. Well, actually, let me start at the beginning. So basically, what we saw at open mic were non-comedians and comedians.
Okay.
A non-comedian cannot tell a joke. And when I say they can't tell a joke, I don't mean they can't tell a funny joke. I mean they can't form or structure a joke. So they say, how did, you know, I don't know. They'll just say something like, man, my life is crazy. That's not a joke. That's a sentence. A comedian says a joke. Why did, you know, even something like why did the chicken cross the road? That's a joke. That is a successfully structured joke that has withheld the test of time.
Even if it's not funny, she's still
Even-
categorized.
even-
She is still categorized as a comedian.
Absolutely, because here's the thing. So everybody, when this is what I would do if I were you actually going to these open mics. I would try and make good comedy. Obviously, you should always strive to make good comedy, but don't even think. Like don't skip it. You see what I'm saying? Like you have to.
What's up, guys?
You want to hear Fun day. Like don't skip that middle part. You get what I'm saying? So who is an unfunny comedian there? Who said something like the diary guy? Okay. So the guy talking about his diary. That's not a joke. That is not a structured joke. That is not a funny joke. That is nothing. You know, that's a sentence.
But how many people? I know Dave Chappelle stood up on stage and got booed off stage.
Yeah.
Like booed off stage.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know who's gonna like work on themselves. Like I wasn't great.
That's not
I
what
did
I'm,
it.
That's
and
not
I
what
was
I'm saying.
okay.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about strictly improvement right now. I'm not saying that these are definitive. I'm not talking about good comedians or born good comedians. I'm saying this is the hierarchy.
Okay.
So okay. A bad joke is one that isn't a joke. So I guess we're not even talking about bad jokes. We're talking about non-jokes. We're talking about sentences that are told into a microphone, and you're wondering why no one's laughing because you thought it was so funny, but it's not even a joke because it's not structured in any way. If you notice, the jokes that got laughs at the open mic, they weren't even really good in relative to jokes. They were not really that good. But the reason people laughed is because it was, oh man, like it was basically like a, oh man, you actually formed a sentence that was charming. You know what I mean? It was like you actually made a joke. Funny or not funny, you structured a joke.
There was I forget the guy's name, but there was a good one. Do you remember? Everyone laughed. That he said, "This is not mine." Of course, this is not mine. This was a guy. And
Yeah.
I thought it was really funny. It stuck with me. He said, "I've been ghosted by a girl."
Yeah.
That's when I'm on a date with a girl and she kills herself mid-date.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like
That was a good
a
one.
non-joke is reading your diary and thinking that it's funny and not and doing it in a way that isn't structured. Actually, wait, let's use that joke. So a non-joke would be like I went on a date and the girl killed herself. It was so bad. That's not a joke. I was ghosted, blah, blah, blah. That's a joke, you know what I mean? That could be a funny joke or a bad. I would say don't even worry if the joke is funny or not funny. Just try and make a joke. Because a joke is better than a non. Like, I think more people will laugh at an unfunny, well-structured joke because it hits a part of your brain that goes like, oh, that was clever, at least, you know what I mean? Than a complicated, like far out funny scenario that has no structure or tangibility to it or relatability or anything. Like it's like a nonsense sentence. That's how I feel. And then if you're a good comedian, you're Dave Chappelle. You're saying masterfully crafted things.
I watched
Stuff.
the Gary
That's how I
Shandling.
feel.
I watched the Gary Shandling documentary. Did you watch that?
No.
The
You
Zen
told me
Diaries
about
of
it.
Gary Shandling. He has a lifetime worth of notebooks that he writes in,
Oh my
and
God.
all of them are like scribbled madman, like didn't do well tonight, not doing well tonight, and then he just keeps writing. I'm gonna be better. I'm gonna be better this time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a good guy, like good this, good that, good that.
Yeah.
And then he was just like, okay, my goal, I want to be the host of the Tonight Show. And then he gets to a point where he has his own sitcom that is popular and great, and then and then it's between him and Leno to get the Tonight Show spot
Yeah.
with Johnny Carson.
Is that what the Louis episode was based on?
It's kind of like that.
Okay.
That Louis episode. But basically,
I wonder if that's
Johnny
based on
Carson is retiring, and Jay Leno and
Yeah.
Gary are trying to get it. But basically, he's too tired from. He's running a sitcom and doing this Tonight Show. So he stops, Jay Leno takes it, and then he writes another sitcom about being a Tonight Show host.
That's interesting.
Called Larry Sanders Show, and that's what I'm watching right now.
Huh, that's
And I
interesting.
think you should watch the Larry Sanders Show.
Well, yeah.
It's great. Also, he died recently.
Well, that sucks. R.I.P. But that's what I'm saying though, is just when I think the structure of a joke and the format in which it is told and presented and such is infinitely more valuable than like a far out, because you can have a concept that is really funny, but if you just can't put it to, like reading your diary aloud is funny. Like if you look up Carl Pilkington diary, it's the funniest thing ever. There's hours. There's like 4 hours of this on the Ricky Gervais show. It's so good. It's like, because he just writes nonsense. You know what I mean? But if you're just like June 5th, she is the love of my life. Guys, what was I thinking?
That was like a direct quote. That was good.
Like, what are you doing? I don't know. Like, no, seriously, like think back to some of the jokes, like the black dude, the Canadian dude. Like none of his jokes were actually funny. Like I'll be real, none of his jokes were actually funny. They were definitely not good jokes. You know what I mean? They weren't masterful.
Was he the Kanye one?
Yeah, he made the Kanye joke. Like, I don't think anything he said was actually funny, but you can tell he focused on structure. The way in which he told his stories and told stuff, I think it was structure based.
I thought he did okay. I don't know.
But that's what I'm saying. The reason you think he did okay was because it's your brain recognizing structure. I think that's what it is with comedy.
You don't think I thought he was funny?
Hmm?
There was no chance of me finding him funny.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that you could probably think that he's funny, but it's more likely that your brain is just going, oh, he said the thing that is supposed. He said the thing.
And our brain's
and
working like that because we're at an open mic where some people can't form those jokes. But if I saw a comedian-
no, it's a human thing. I think. Like it's.
So you think that if I saw a real comedian in a show, I paid for a ticket, then my brain would have the same reaction to a not funny joke?
Yeah, maybe.
Or you're saying because we're in a place with an
No,
open mic,
I'm
and
talking-
the first guy comes on and he goes, I drink water today, and no one laughs.
I'm just talking about human stuff. I'm talking about the psychology of a joke. I'm talking about the way in which, like our brains react to comedy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
Like you can. Like there's a reason that like even when you say like like even that sounds like a joke because our brains just understand what is supposed to be done and what time are we're at like
We
40.
got a couple minutes.
We're like 40 minutes right now. Okay. What I guess you know there is structure to comedy, I believe, and it's not something to get hung up about. Like I don't think it should be something. Like it what you have to do is basically develop a natural skill for storytelling in a what this goes into what I was my original point of where this came from is language basically. As an artist, I believe you have to create a language with your audience, and it's actually I feel like it's easier visually for me to do this because you create a visual vocabulary. So when like Charles Schulz is a perfect example of this is like when you see icons, it's iconography. When you see certain elements of Charlie Brown's
Charles
stuff,
Schulz.
you know exactly who it is. You know exactly what's going on. Charles Schulz, every single pan, even a pose like this, like this is the copied drawing of it and stuff. Like, you know it's so readable.
It's definitely harder with writing, yeah.
Yeah, it's complete. That is a completely readable image right there.
But those are
because
the
he's
people.
established
You're
it.
absolutely right. 'Cause those are
Yeah.
the people that get successful.
Yeah.
Shanley had his own style. Chappelle definitely has his own style.
I'm not even talking about style. I'm talking about
Language. In
yeah,
one way.
the way in which you develop a language in a show. Like how weird would it be if you were listening to Jerry Seinfeld and instead of him saying like, you know, what's the deal with blank, he got up on stage and say, what's good, nigga? Like. That'd be weird, and not because of a race thing, but like maybe that was too extreme of an example. But what I'm saying is like because there's a rhythm, there's a voice, there's a vernacular, there's an understanding that when you go to a show, there's going to be a certain language.
Well, that's the whole
that
thing
is
about
spoken.
any creative outlet.
Yeah.
To get popular,
Yeah.
it's not just about making something good because there are many people who can play the guitar well.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't matter. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter. You can
That's
play
the
guitar
technical
really well.
skill. Yeah, you
It
need
doesn't
to
matter.
exactly. That's
They
part
want
of it.
When you pay for a ticket, when I pay for a Kendrick ticket,
Yeah.
I don't want to hear good rapping.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want to hear Kendrick. I
Exactly,
wanna
and
hear
that's part of it.
Kendrick.
And you hear like Mac DeMarco is great at this too because kind of all of his songs sound like very similar, but what he's sort of doing is creating that like an audio language with you. Like when you hear like that like kind of greasy, slippery, whatever like sound that he has, it's so distinct. And when you even hear someone else do it, you think Mac DeMarco.
Exactly.
That's how exact it is. So. Like you actually did a pretty good job when you were like structuring the jokes and stuff for the open mic or whatever. Like you did. I thought you did well because like even saying like words like seltzer, that's gonna be a word that you said that like that was a callback that you did. You said it like 3 times in your set. It's definitely a word that works with your Jewishness. And yeah, I that's what I'm saying is like that is a part of your vernacular that you used in that set. You familiarize the audience with okay, I'm talking about seltzer.
I'm the kind of kid that drinks seltzer.
Yeah, what I'm saying is you're projecting an idea out onto the audience, and they're taking that, and that sticks with them. So you can't in 1 minute say like, oh, I drink seltzer, and then the next minute you can't be like, yo, I was fucking this bitch the other night. Like it doesn't work like that. You know, so that's really important.
It's weird. You gotta create a character for yourself. That's the whole thing. You gotta
I wouldn't don't even think about it like that. Think of it as
a brand.
Yeah, it's branding yourself. I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, branding and style and skill really, because anybody can just say anything, but to really say exactly what you're supposed to be saying at the right time to make people engaged in your storytelling is like really vital, I feel. So I guess that's my comedy advice of the day.
So next weekend, do you want to go to New York? Go to an actual show?
Next weekend. What's next weekend?
Well, whenever you're free. I don't even think I'm free next weekend.
I'm not free next weekend. I don't know when I'm free.
You know what? Next weekend's like
It's Memorial Day.
Memorial Day.
I have like 3 videos due on the 31st, and
There's a
then
lot of shit. Prom is soon.
Yeah, it's all
Dorney Park
nonsense.
trip is soon.
Are you going to that?
Prom?
No, Dorney Park.